Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of The Railway Tales. Today we're going to be looking at the Medway Valley line, which runs between Paddock Wood and Strood in Kent. Now the line was built in two parts, 1844 being the first part between Paddock Wood and Maidstone, and the second part between Maidstone and Strood opened in 1856, and we're going to look at all the little stations today as we go up and down the main line. Now the Medway Valley line was designed to originally run freight, i.e. hops and other industries that serve up and down the line, and we'll talk about those as we go station to station. But the line was built in 1844. In 1842, Paddock Wood Station, formerly known as Maidstone, opened and connected itself with what will be the Medway Valley line. The name change for Paddock Wood came 2 years later when it linked with the Maidstone line, known as the Medway Valley line, and then eventually the line to Strood as well. Beltring Station was opened on the 25th of September 1844, and not a lot really happened at Beltring. However, in 1991 the platforms were rebuilt from the wooden platforms that they had to the concrete ones that you see today on the station. Yalding Station opened on the 25th of September 1844, but did not become part of the Medway Valley Railway until 1856. However, in 1986 the signal box was removed from the station and automatic crossing gates were put in place on the main road, and just behind me there is where I believe the signal box used to be. It's nice to see the foundations still in place. Wateringbury Station also opened 25th of September 1944. The signal box for the station opened in 1896, And I'll get a picture of that in a moment for you. It's just down the road. In 1960, this concrete footbridge was built for Wateringbury, and it was the first footbridge on the station. So that's the original concrete footbridge. As you can see, there's some work going on there now as we speak. In 1892, the signal box for Wateringbury was finally finished and installed into the station. Sadly, in 1989, the ticket office closed at Wateringbury for the last time. I think it's a lovely, lovely station. It's even got the station master's house. I'll put some better pictures up on screen now for you. East Farley Station opened on the 25th of September 1844, and in 1961 the line was electrified through here and the goods shed was removed, sadly. Maidstone West Station opened on the 25th of September 1844. A new footbridge and roofs were provided around 1897-1898 on the station. Now there is another Maidstone station called Maidstone Barracks. This opened on the 1st of July 1874. And in 1961, the wooden staircase from the road was replaced with the current concrete bridge. On the 18th of July 1856, Alresford Station opened. Now, later on in its life, this station was refurbished in around about 1956, I think, for about 2 years, and as you can see, the building is still there. Now, the building behind me is the main station building, and sadly is not the main station building anymore. There is no main station building here. This is actually a Indian takeaway, which if you're on this line and you fancy a curry, I would highly recommend. But beside the point, it looks different from the rest of the buildings, and that is because a guy who operated and ran this railway, a railway director, used to live in the building, and he wanted this to look different to the rest of the buildings on the main line. Pretty cool. It's quite gothic and very Victorian-esque, Tudory. I quite like it. It's awesome. Now here at Alresford there's also another cool feature, which is the signal box just down there, which is still in operation today, and I've already spoken to a couple of guys in the signal box today as well. And further up the line towards Snodland there's also a crossover at the end of the platform, so trains could in theory terminate here at Alresford and go back up towards Strood. They don't do that, but it's an option that can be done. Now, another key feature of Alresford Station, it's one of the first stations on the line to swap its platforms round. hear me out. Now, further down the line, when we were stopping at Beltring and Yalding and places like that, we travelled on platform 2 towards Maidstone, and platform 1 was towards Paddock Wood. Well, once you come past Maidstone towards Strood, they swap. Now, a theory behind this, personal theory as well, is that because Maidstone technically is a junction station, you know, Maidstone West that is, they swap over because you're now travelling in a different direction towards London compared to your going to Paddock Wood or Strood, which is pretty cool and an awesome feature. Here at Snodland Station now. This station opened in June of 1856. It also used to have a goods depot at the station, but sadly this was demolished in around about the 80s. Now, Snodland opened with 2 tracks, unlike some of the stations, so it was a very, very busy station at the time. And now there's some interesting things I want to show you on the station itself. So these images you're seeing on screen now, these are artworks that have been donated to the railway station from the pupils of a local school in Snodland to celebrate 160 years of the station at Snodland. Now, this was done in 2017 and was in partnership with obviously South Eastern, who run the station, and the Kent Community Rail Partnership. The Kent Community Rail Partnership is a group of people that looks after not just the Medway Valley line but other lines as well, and more information on them can be found in the description below. Now, Snodland and Maidstone West, both very unique because they still have their buildings, their station buildings, such as this one, but they're the only 2 on the line that still use their station buildings from when they were built. Unlike the other stations that have closed their ticket offices or sold them off, Snodland and Maidstone West still use theirs. The only other exception is Strood, but Strood we'll get into when we get up to Strood. Hauling station was opened on the 1st of March 1890. In 1972, the signal box that was at the station was removed. This signal box was used to control traffic in and out of the cement works at Hauling. Now, today, traffic still runs to the cement works, however, controlled by Cuxton signal box. Cuxton Station opened on the 18th of June 1856, and in 1961 a steel footbridge was erected and the signal box is still in operation today. So, we are now at Strood. In 1849, Strood Station was opened and was known as Rochester, not Strood. Now this building behind me is the third building that was at Strood. There was another one which was done around the 80s, and obviously the original one itself. Now Strood had this built in 2019, and it looks very, very nice, very stylish, very modern. Still quite a small building, but still very stylish and modern. Strood was renamed into Strood from Rochester in 1849 to coincide with it connecting up to the Medway Valley line for when that opened in 1856. So that's it for this episode of the Railway Tales on the Medway Valley line. I'm going to leave you now with some pictures taken on the journey that I did on the day, and I hope to see you all on the next one, which will be our 1 year special. So don't forget to tune in for that one next month. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Don't forget to press subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and hit the like button as well.